Okay, see what we got here. Right, cool. Looks like we're up at least here. Wee bit of a time crunch, so a bit concerning. Let's see what we can do here. Made too many changes and haven't been testing them recently with additional streams, which is a bit of a problem today. But we'll see what we can do to see if we can get up again. Let's make sure that cancellation's on. As all right, let's go ahead and just start with our server changes. Hopefully, didn't break anything with actually spawning avatars into the world. I'm about to find out though. All right, let's see. Subscribers, it's populating. Ah. That's a problem. Gosh. Let's do that same test again. I'm likely gonna have to revert that. I need some changes to the server that makes it so. Let me get off here. It spawns avatars in like in a more natural formation. But what I actually want to be focusing on is the changes to the client here for getting a microphone gain to control the WebRTC stream. So it's a wee bit problematic. Got too much open here. Damn. Maybe we could test that on local. Let's see in here. Got a crash on local, so we can let's debug here. Properties. Avatars that should be defined though. What is going on? Alright folks, so we want to do a WebRTC test stream tonight at a concert, but ran into a couple of issues here and a wee bit of a time crunch. As you can see, the avatar chat is down. So we're going to quickly try to get that back up. See what we can do. I have the server booted up over here. I'm going to try it on local host. If all looks good in the server, then we can get that change pushed up. And then we can go back to getting the microphone gain sorted. Coding on a situation like this isn't fun now. Alright, did spawn an avatar, right? Yes, right there. I'm not sure if that pulled proper spawn point, but it's better than nothing. So let's just go ahead and get this change pushed out. Server crash, then we'll run it through a Jenkins deployment. Go on our release branch, and then we could get back onto our client changes here. Spawn off a new tab here in the window. Yeah. Nothing like coding on a time crunch. It's the best stuff in the world, isn't it? So you know what I'm working on here? This is an avatar platform that lets me host streams, and it lets chatters be part of the stream, not just by like just watching the stream, but you're literally part of it. You get a unique TTS voice. You get an avatar in the stream. So working on getting that up right now, so we can test that, and then I have to fix a couple of things. Cheers for that sub. Even with the avatars down, you don't even know what I'm doing. It's cool. But yeah, if all goes to plan, you might get to see this in the real world tonight. Hopefully get to a concert, and got a press pass for that. But I haven't done a stream here in the last 2 or 3 days, last 2 or 3 nights. I think that was a bad idea. So just pick it back up. We're waiting for this build to complete. It looks like it's deploying it right now to AWS, and then we can restart our container here. Give it a wee second. It does destroy this folder, so we have to cd in and out of it. Come on, hurry up. I don't have time to waste today. Come on. I think most of my devices are charged though, so I just have to get everything in a bag and find my little bone conductor headphones so I can hear the TTS chat read out. That's important to have that. I'm curious if I'll get a content ID strike tonight, but man, I think it's worth it. Just got to test the system out in the real world, and I think it'll be cool to have avatars attend concert and be able to be part of it. Come on, you know. We're gonna have to do something about these build times. Waiting 2 minutes. It's a little bit annoying. Once we get this up, we'll restart our server over here. We'll reload. So what you see at the bottom of the screen, that blue screen of death, that's very appropriate for the situation here. It's going to be replaced with a bunch of avatars in a second. I say a bunch, it's going to be replaced with one. Alright, there we go. Right. Hey, the beat guy, how are you doing? You should read out your message, just give me a moment here. We'll kick this up. Just restarting the container. Appreciate you testing out the chat. That'll be helpful actually in a wee second here, because I'm literally coding the whole system that this stream is done on. So, you might have to tell me what that is. Is it a tank? Yeah, go for it. Is that the new Battlefield 6? I don't even know. Come on, kick this server up. Watching time evaporate. Alright, it's up. Let's reload over here. Let's make sure that we get our avatars back. I've been doing a ton of refactoring in this front-end code here. I don't have it all up yet. Alright, so we're back up. So all I need to do is reload over here. This tab, it's production. Right, kick this up. Let's make sure that that's muted as okay, good. Right, start. Hopefully this doesn't crash. Why is there so many people? Something going on. You see it's duplicated all these avatars. That's a problem. It's not reading out. It's not reading out messages either. Oh, right.
WE says I Kynto live stream.
Yeah, I try to get some of these changes out, but it's, man, ran into a little situation here. We might have to do some reverts on the server over here. It's generated way too many avatars. I think because yeah, let's get rid of this. Yeah. do a dumb method here. Generate dumb spawn point, that's literally what I'm calling it. I think I'm trying to change so much there. Anyway, it's spawn point here. Push that out. But it shouldn't have generated so many avatars for 3 different people chatting, so we have a problem here. Take that out. Run another build. And while that's going on in the background, I'm going to get on these front-end client changes and start committing some code there, so we can test that simultaneously. Okay. Start with the simple stuff.
Maybe the avatars are the friends we make along the way.
Oh, they are. Let's include this. So I did make some new different, some easy components for settings. I just want to get that in here. For example, before I just had these booleans coded, so you could, turn stuff on and off. But now we have sliders and drop downs and free text input. That's all dynamic. So I'm just going to throw that in there. And then what I want to look at, so if we come over here and share a stream, right, check this out. Let me just share it with the OBS camera. If you see up here, we have a gain, microphone gain reader. So I can max it out, put it all the way up, go into the red, or I could turn it down. So I want to get that committed and tested. But that's cool, that's working. But I did notice on the client we have some console logs that need to be kicked out of here. So let's go ahead and do that. Where are we at?
Oh, sick.
Get rid of the alert. Scrolling. Okay, so I think that's actually on our React front end that's happening. Let's go take a look over there. I have an alert in here somewhere. Where is it? Maybe I moved it, but didn't move it on builds. Let's see. Avatar. It's possible. Oh, there's a lot I want to do to the camera. It sucks that to drag, because I'd rather be coding to get this up to speed. Let's fire off another front end build while we're here, just to make sure we've got everything. So I'll know right away if it picks up any changes here, because it'll say 1 commit. Yeah, I'm just concerned that like I basically broke it. I'm not 100% sure it's going to work. That's why I'm doing this quick emergency test stream. Like, it's not reading out your messages, I don't hear you, so I've got some issues here. That's what happens when I code and don't get on live stream and test the changes. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing this emergency stream, just to try and get everything up to speed. and we should be good to go, hopefully. Oh. I'm getting that alert that we shouldn't be getting.
Still got 2 hours.
Well, I have to drive into. I'm at my house right now, so we'll have to figure that out. Do you want to come up here? Because that would give me a little bit more time to test this, but it's a longer drive for you. But what's going on, John Doe? All right, that's less stressful, Walter, and more likely that I'll actually get there. So that's a good thing. Cool. That's less stressful. Well, I have to sleep at home to the dogs, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that works then. I'll come up hour or 2 from now.
Alright, cool. Cool. So I can just figure getting this sorted out. Might give me some time to get pinch to zoom coded, that would be sweet. Yeah, that's better. Really don't know where that ghost alert's coming from though. It's bothering me. Let's test over here. Yeah, switch our camera. Okay, we're not getting in production, so that's good. See, the messages are coming in. I think John Doe's didn't get read because he said, "Mother flipper." We have an AI mod. Yeah, you could crash up here, that's fine. So does that mean I want to just get the microphone gain code out there? Should we just go ahead and do that? Probably should, right? Alright, let's take a look at pending changes here. To see all these unstayed changes, that's why I'm stressed out. Got a lot of code done, but it's not been tested yet. We just gotta go work through it, one file at a time. So what we're looking for now, looking for gain.js. Where are you?
QHHHH.
Gain.js. I wish these were alphabetically ordered, but they're not. So we want this guy right here. We also need the reference, which I think is in host.js. It's honestly insane how much code it's taking to build this system. Yeah, but that's what we're looking for. Submit these. Include micro phone game. Oh yeah, well, to be working like a machine over here. And if I click into this stuff, you see all the different colors. It's the red is code that's been removed, the green's code that's been added, and most of the code's been removed in this file because I'm refactoring this because it's just old and crappy. We'll worry about that in a second. Let's fire off another build for the React front end here.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can see why streaming nightly while making these changes is like a good idea, because then I can just fix each issue each night. Less stress. What's this? Populators. Okay. Might just go through and include all that code. So it will result in some performance improvements. Cheers for the like. Let's update our counters over here. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I think I'm just going to mass include all this code. As you can see, I've been refactoring everything from class-based. Our app.js was a class, a React class-based component, to functional. And we're getting some benefits with that. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And we need to include all our populators. So let's have a look here. Once registry is relevant. So relevant. So it's not been included yet, so we can hold off on that. What's going on in utils? It's more tidying up. So we broke off our code here as well. So we'll include that. Include our settings changes as well. So we need to include our app.js changes. What's going on in here? Nothing important. So still, oh, the microphone gain has disappeared. No, it's still here. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and hide this over here. Perfect.
Snapo says 3 likes and growing. Every single one helps build this world.
Cheers for that, guys. Make sure you're subscribing, and we'll go ahead and just drop a Discord link. Typically I stream at night, but I'm gonna have to change that up a little bit. I know some of the regulars have been wondering where the hell I've been. In here coding, and let's take a look at I think that's everything we need here. It's in here. Let's include that to be safe. What desktop changes? Not going to include that. Like formatting. Oh, we should probably include that. This as well. Skip that guy. Okay, we need this. It's the new options and select sliders. Text. Let's pull all that in. And TTS. We'll skip that. We're not going to use the TTS chorus tonight, although I do have that very close to being releasable. Very excited about that guy. Skip this crap as well. See a problem? Oh, what's going on in here? Format changes. Skip that. Species. as well. Let's go and test this giant change. And how many files? 15 staged files just for the React front end. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll call it giant ongoing refactor. I'm actually going to do a proper stream on this. It's going to explain how a developer can incrementally refactor their application without breaking everything. That's the idea, at least. Hopefully that holds up. We're about to find out when I do a reload over here in the client. So that's a massive build we just pushed out. Go ahead and fire that off. The project's broken out into 4 components, essentially. We have our WebGL canvas layer, where the avatars are rendered in. We have our server, which negotiates all the connections. And then we have our UI layer, which is React, which implements... Shit. Looks like we're missing some changes in here. Let's see what the console output says. Here. For an error. Not find loader. Components client loader.js. Oh crap. Yeah, that's important. That's actually how we hot inject the client code into the UI. So include the loader. Fire that off. Another build. You can see for the client here, we're on build 479, which would be the next one. Majority of them are passes, but with this massive refactor, sometimes I push changes out and forget to include relevant files. Hopefully this goes through. Pull up this beautiful little UI so we can see.
One new subscriber.
Very good. Make sure you check out our Discord links in the pinned comments and ask any questions, code questions, talk about what you're coding. This is obviously a very code-centric stream. I build streaming tools, I build avatar chats, and I build little games that are controlled by live stream chat. It's kind of my forte at this point. Alright, we have that firing off. And I think this includes our microphone and gain changes. We'll be able to test that as well, so that's exciting. Okay, what else can we include here? It's like some small formatting changes, which is fine. Green. Ooh, we might have to include this as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to include this as well. The recorder.js. Do we have that in already? Must. So there's been a heavy focus on the WebRTC implementation, getting that all up to snuff. Heavy focus on the custom TTS engine, and heavier focus on just optimizing the whole system. We have, at this point, well over 100 components just on the React side of things. There is so much that goes into the system. I do want to restart the server again though. I want to ensure that we fix the duplicate avatar issue. I might just go ahead and do that right now. Let's go see if we have any more. So we're going to be firing off multiple build pipelines. You can see we already have one running for game right now. We're going to come back over to server. We're going to fire one off for server. And then we're going to check out the client code, see if we have to push anything out there. Pretty sure we do. Because I modified the audio transmission to basically not filter out music frequencies because it's kind of optimized for voice. I think everything's out already. Fire off another client build just in case. Look at that, we have 3 different builds in the pipeline right now just to get all this up to snuff. Absolutely crazy. Tonight when we test this, I think I'll test it on a peoples and vlogs category. Or I might just do it in science and technology because it was a test. And I have to prepare a description and a title for that. I think the streaming configuration is good for it. Oh shit, I should probably turn that down, it's busting out a bit. Let's take this opportunity to reload our client. Hopefully it loads. Let's reload twice so we can ensure we've got all our changes pulled in. Cache busting for a PWA is always interesting. It looks like things are still working. Let's quickly test out our TTS system, make sure I haven't broken it.
CodeLoch says testing out TTS.
Oh, that's working beautifully. Perfect. I will go ahead and reload over on my development PC. Oh boy. Just to ensure that all the relevant UIs that I need tonight will work. So let's first start with settings, which contains all my integrations for all the live chats. We have Twitch, we have YouTube, which is already up, as you can see. Cool, that stuff still works. With Discord, I'll activate all that on the road. What else we're looking at? We're looking at our streaming setup. Let's go ahead and test microphone gain. Put the mug on, so let's test it. That should have been muted. Why did I hear that? Alright, test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Here it is. I can test that without blowing out anyone's speakers over here. Testing system. See, it works good until like I mute audio and it unmute it and it breaks completely. So let's figure out what's going on now. Oh, I left my face on. Let's go fix that. I think it's time for a server restart. And I see I have to test multiple things at once, and while I'm waiting for one part of the project to build, I go ahead and rebuild another. Let's take down our container. and then we'll restart it and just ensure it's not generating so many avatars. It should just do one per live chat. The spawning is much more natural, kinda. But we just have too many people. I actually had suggestions. Oh crap, I see the issue here. Alex Petra. Yes, sir. Very nice that you noticed that. I'm coding a little live stream system that is driven from YouTube live chat right now. Give me a minute and I'll bring it back out, and it should read out your comments. Just want to ensure that everything's in order tonight. I'm going to be live streaming a concert here in Florida. The system is all built from the ground up by me, and let's go ahead and reactivate it. So as you can see, I've got a little avatar here, right? Oh, why are you stuck? Oh, something's buggered up. Oh no. Go ahead and pull up our tab here again and reactivate our YouTube live chat integration. Fire that right up. Oh no, and it just spawned everyone in one pile. That's not ideal. Just move this crap right here because we're literally live streaming, so I don't have to try and hack it to access the file. So disregard that. We'll restart a local server. Oh shit. Conflict. Yeah. I'll do. So I'm running two instances. I have one running on my local here. I have one running for the main server. Let's go ahead and test them local. It's always a bad idea. Yeah, spawned everyone in a big pile. Why is it doing that? From the spawn point. what might make more sense to do is spawn all our avatars, but not await like figuring out where to put them, and then just warp them to the desired area. I think that would make most sense here. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll have a warp command already wired up. Let's see. Warp. Yes, we do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So what we'll do is just default everyone to 0, 0. That way we don't have to wait this. And then we'll warp them. Once equal to wait this generate warm spawn point. It just results in a more natural grouping and ensures that avatars don't spawn in items or off the map where they don't get rendered. So that's the whole idea there. Warp avatar to spawn point room. Oh, well, that might have been an issue there. Passing this room, it's the stack method, we need no access to it. Well, that explains a lot. I might not have to do this actually. Still do it. Let's go ahead and restart our local. Super quick when you're not waiting for a container to come up. Alright. Go into settings, YouTube, start. Let's see what happens. Everyone's still spawned off screen and did not warp. Bummer. Because we're probably not awaiting that, that's the issue. Okay, got you. Let's go back up here. The hell. Everyone's still spawning off in one pile. Why is it not warping them is the issue here. Oh boy. Ah. Bloody hell, okay. See this, you know. Surprised this worked before I even got in here to make improvements, like I didn't even whatever. The joys of JavaScript. Still not warping them. We know the warp works because we have a warp command in chat, and I'm just literally invoking it. So there we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. He spawned over there, that's good. Let's go ahead and terminate the YouTube integration and try it again. We might have something. Stop, everyone should disappear. And they did, perfect. So let's go into another room to test this. It's a little bit nicer. This will work. Let's use this one. Settings, YouTube, start. No, this is not good. Let's see what else we can do here. Setting a row, we're setting a column. It's all good. I'm wondering if we should just cache a spawn point for the next one. Ah, you're a funny guy. Let me unmute the chat so I can read out your comments. Welcome. Susie Cat, how are you doing? I'm trying to get this all in order so we can test this out in the real world tonight. And a little bit of chaos. Lava Menace isn't working, is it?
What's the whole project?
So you're seeing part of it right now. It hooks up live chat from YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Discord, and gives you guys avatars. I also use it to stream on my desktop and everything, so that's how I share my desktop, share my camera so you can see it. And I'm just trying to get it in a shape so I can use it like outside of the office to host streams as well. So it's kind of, think of it as like a stream aid steroids. And right now we're just trying to fix the avatar spawning. They're all spawning on the same bloody tile, which is bothering me. Let's see, does warp still work? Something's going on, because it worked and then went back. I don't know if it's continuously creating avatars, but then it would be crashing the bloody browser. What you just have to do is look at the code that was working previously. For the one, there's a source control. File history, open file history. Spawn point. Let's get away from that.
Which libraries you using?
That's a good question. I use PRJS to wrap WebRTC, and I use React for my front end, for my user interface, and then on the back end, I use WebSockets to tie it all together. So there's a lot of layers to this, as you could probably figure. What's going on here is this formatting changes. Do you do any coding yourself? Look at that, spelled temporary wrong. Why is it showing me this? I gotta disable that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, at least the old code works. That's annoying. See, it's duplicating some of these.
Testing chat read out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and just get that back up on the server. And let's see, do we have duplicates in here? Yes, we still have a body duplicate. I think that works, guys. So it means we're going to do a quick server rollout. But do I still want to see if we can get away with including the warp change? Let's see. Let's get a little bit more confident once we get stuff working again. Let's try it.
How many years you doing JS?
It's a good question. I've been employed professionally and collecting a salary since I was 18. Doing JavaScript and doing iPhone development back then, but I've been coding since I was 12, and JavaScript was the first language. I'm 33 now, so I think we're 2 decades in. It's crazy. It's gotten to the point that I'll leave stuff out my resume, otherwise it looks embellished. It's all real. Again. Okay, I think we're safe to include this. This fixes our spawns, so we'll see more avatars on the screen because more people have interacted with the chat, and we should be including those. And I think since we need some tokens for tonight, for the concert, from YouTube API, I'm going to slow down the amount of requests it makes. So let's go ahead and get that change out right now. It's like we were able to work the avatar successfully. Oh crap, I won't include that. So now you're about to see my build pipeline. I'll fire this off into the release branch. Hop over into Jenkins, and we're going to pick our server. We're going to hit build now. All these steps it runs through automatically for me. But I think I've seen an error on our game pipeline. Nope, that went through. It's good. I'm gonna have to reheat the steak I got in the fridge. Bloody have to eat something before we get out tonight. Cool though, getting subscribers. I haven't been on for 3 or so nights, which is the longest break I've taken on live streaming the development. Partly because I got into a massive refactor, and second, last month I did 28 live streams, so I was pretty much on every night. And every night I'm coding something new. I'm refactoring.
That's crazy. It's my first year as front-end developer and my mind just asterisk n by your work now.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. Yeah, no, you're doing great. Do you enjoy it? What made you want to get into front-end development as well? I'm curious, like, how'd you get on your path? And just to be clear, it doesn't matter how many years you have in developing. You're always going to be learning, and you're always going to be stumped by stuff, even small things. Like once you get comfortable with that, you know, fine. Because you figure out, like, you kind of have to bet on yourself, even when you take on jobs or work items at your job. Like, can I do this? And you just have to say yes, and you figure out how to do it. That kind of never stops. Just waiting for this to deploy now. And Susie Cat, make sure you join the Discord as well. A lot of folks over there, all different aspects of like the scale on JavaScript, everything from people brand new to it to people really experienced in it. It's pretty cool. I think the Discord's definitely become JavaScript central, which makes sense because that's what I'm working with over here. Alright, I think I'm going to restart this server though on production, so you're going to see a blue screen of death. Oh, It destroys the folder, so we have to cd back into it. There you go. Takes about a minute or two to reboot. And while it's doing that, I think I want to figure out what's going on with my mic gain control. So it looks like that might actually break audio. So we can, might be safer just to throw in a little setting to disable it. So let's start there. Always good when you're building a new feature to gate it behind the toggle so you can turn it on and off easy without redeploying. What's this bitching about? Oh, let's see. Oh. How to cook. Okay, so Susie Cat, if you click on my YouTube profile or channel, you'll see there is a clickable link in there. Might be a little bit easier to do that. Now we've got this setting, we'll go put the microphone controls behind that. So let's go to post.js, under peer-to-peer, it's in here. Yeah, be able to just tack into this, user settings. A cool API I recommend you check out is definitely WebRTC. It's built into the browser. You do so much with it. It's basically media streaming for free, peer-to-peer media streaming. Alright. Reactivate production. We're going to set a higher hold duration on YouTube API though, just because we have a token issue I'm talking about. Let's do 10 seconds. Start.
Alex
Much
Petrov
better.
says Commodore.
Much better. Everyone's spawned in. I don't think we have duplicates. Let's just click through everyone. Do Alex, Susie Cat, Beast. Yes. Alright. So I'm happy with the server now. Manually fetch that comment you just did. Fetch. Still done before. Might have an issue here, let's see. Is that React Native you're using, or just pure React? And what's the type of the component returns. So good question. So I do use React Native for wrapping it. Like essentially this project is a web view. In the native applications, it's just easier. But no, this the actual, it's like just built as a website, like out the gate, progressive web app technically. Like everything you see here is powered by WebSockets, so like movement, controls and all that, it's all done WebSockets and peer-to-peer WebSockets as well. So, you know, traditionally in React, you do like a fetch or axios get to your backend for responses. It's a little bit different because the server can push changes to the client without the client asking for them. And I've kind of built like a little event architecture, which operates closer to like how a kernel works in an operating system. Like it shovels all the messages around to different parts of the system, makes it all work. And that's how I've been able to build out all these chat integrations and stuff to control all this. Kind of without pain. I think it'd be way more painful if I didn't do it that way. Okay, so what am I looking for here? Let's test out our microphone gain control. So it's enabled there. Let's go and disable it, see what happens. On settings. Didn't I just add that setting? Where is it? Let's see if I broke the TTS system. So for the avatars, it's not reading out bloody comments here. I wonder what's going on. Let's see. Still fetching them. What's the issue? An avatar. So I'm using the canvas tag for the actual avatars itself. And then the UI is overlaid on top of it and also behind avatars. That way I can have videos showing behind it. So everything in the canvas tag is basically blitted onto the screen and then like dressed up with shaders and WebGL. What did I do about this? So is it paused? Changed here. we'll do then is just manually reactivate, deactivate it. Trigger it again.
Hi friend.
We're never getting by this. Let's get rid of our warm spawn point. We'll terminate live chat right now and reactivate it after we complete a server rebuild. Yay! Yeah, we're currently waiting for this build to complete. The reason I'm rushing this development stream and why we're doing it during the day is we've been testing this at a concert, which is kind of nuts. Got press pass. Here's Walter. custom system that I've built from scratch with a band, and I'll be walking around with the avatars on my phone and basically getting footage and doing all that, which is nuts. So make sure to tune in at like about 3 or 4 hours and you'll see it. It's like my cousin's currently at Oasis right now, that's hilarious. You can tell he's in the UK, right? Okay, so what are we waiting on here? Just our reloads. And we're going to want to test out WebRTC changes because that is super bloody relevant right now. First, let's just bring up our chat and make sure that that's working because that's a core component of what I'm doing here.
CodeLoch.
Suzacat says best show that ever exist.
Still having issues. What the hell is going on? Maybe I shouldn't have awaited it. Let's try and get rid of that. It's bloody craziness. Wait, play avatar. Because we're not awaiting anything here, so why is this async? That threw me off. That may have been the bloody issue. What else could it possibly be other than this? We'll test that though. Right, get us another build. I'm looking for this one. Let's quickly test our WebRTC implementation. I want to be sure the audio comes through because I want to be controlling all this remotely. Built my own OBS integration. So let's open this up on my phone, I guess. I'll try sharing my camera and see if audio and stuff comes through as expected. Okay, so this is on my phone here. If I click share, I'm going to share our back camera. Okay, let's mute this. Kick that down, that might even do it. So, I think that's definitely more than fast enough to use tonight. It's pretty solid. It's a whole custom streaming subsystem that I'm putting into YouTube right now. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, I think it was worth including all those changes. This should be good. And if I switch over, let's do that over here. OBS instance to Kynto full. Can bring this down. And let's see, did I make the server changes for the rebuild? I did not. Let's go run those. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using at a concert tonight. Completely coded from scratch. and people will be able to talk with the avatars. I just have to find my bloody headphones so I can actually hear them. Smooth though, there's a bug. Church. I need to get a new carpet at some point. It's fucking nuts, so. Alright, well let's smooth us, like, really responsive. Let's muck about with our resolution here. Oh, what did I do? I was a bit nervous about tonight, but I think this will be fine. Let's kick that down. Let's try 4K to see what it does. Oh, that's wonderful. That's fast. Look at that, that's snappy. Put that on a gimbal, we should be good, man. Major refactor changes to get this really smooth. This is all peer-to-peer for WebRTC. Bloody nuts. Alright, let's see where we're at in our rebuild process. It's crazy, it's 4K. Well, maybe I have to drop it a little bit because there's a little bit of artifacting that occurs. So let's drop it. Let's drop it to 1080. I have to decide if I'm going to shoot a portrait like this or server done. Let's go ahead, restart this biatch. Screen of death. Oh look, it disconnected my peer instance. Oh, that's annoying. But that's cool though. At least that worked. Now we just have to get our avatars back in working order and we'll be in good shape. Takes about 2 minutes to restart our bloody containers over here. I think while this is building, I'm gonna go throw in a steak into my air fryer. I'm just reheating it. Yeah, I'll be right back. Right, I think I know what this issue is actually. Damn it. I know what this issue is. It's this guy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh boy. So we're actually gonna have to fire off another build if you can believe it. You can believe it. This was the issue. Okay. Let's fire it off. Ooh, we have to test out that the audio transmission works without me having to open up the popover window, because I can't do that in the road. Let's see, I'm just going to share my camera from my phone again. Testing. Alright, that is working. Gain test. Turn off. Cool. Alright. The streaming's working. We just need our avatars back in working order, guys. You stumbled into this. We're going to be testing this at a concert tonight. And I got press pass there thanks to Walter. And I've created my own entire streaming platform that exists and like makes use of the YouTube live chat, Twitch live chat, all that good stuff. And means that avatars can participate in the streams. You get like a unique voice. You get an avatar and all that good stuff. Alright, let's restart our server over here. CD. Compose down, Docker compose up. Alright, we'll let that fire off. Ooh. Might have to do that again. Guys, if you want to see more of my coding setup, you could do that by finding me on Twitch, same username, and you get a full stream. You get to see all my gross code. On YouTube, it's kind of the way to get picked up by the algorithm is to stream as a short, like a portrait stream. We built up quite a channel doing that. You know, we're still small or whatever, but I did 20,000 views in the last month. Last 20 days. Pretty sweet. Ooh, what happened here? Oh no, something. Hopefully this brings up avatars, because I'm going to have to leave soon. So we have to re-log in over here, reconnect to the YouTube API, and then test it, make sure it's actually reading comments out. And if that's all good, then we can harden it off and then activate Twitch and get all that up and running. Settings, YouTube, start.
Still got 2 hours.
Ah.
Testing readout again.
Cool. Alright. I think we'll be alright. Let's see, does movement still work? Yeah, I think warping breaks movement for some reason. Not exactly sure why. It's better than nothing, I guess.
We'll be testing this at a concert shortly.
So make sure you're subscribed to see this out in the real world testing. You'll be able to respond as avatars, and let me log into the right server here. And that was a ghost from the past. Hopefully YouTube doesn't give me too much shite tonight. Is if you test this back ultra wide. Just dual wide, yeah. Testing audio. Okay, good. Testing, testing. Testing, test, test. Testing. Testing. Yeah, we're gonna have to gate that behind us setting. What they said. Let's see if this will resolve that. I do want to have the gain set in with me. Let's see if let's see if this makes a difference. Okay. So we'll reload our local environment here. And reshare. Right. Okay, so it looks like that would work. Testing. Test. Testing. Super quiet. Let's load it over here. Oops. Okay, what room am I in? Archway. Testing. Test. We turn that down. What does that do? I'm gonna mute my microphone here. Alright guys, I think I fixed the bug. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. Perfect. We're gonna have audio gain controls. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go ahead and get that committed to our React front end. And then I'm curious if I should bring the bloody laptop with me. What I'll do is I'll at least bring my M1 MacBook. So what code do we have to commit here? Come on. Audio engine, we have to grab that. We have to grab gain.js. And I still want to gate it. I think it's still a good idea to gate it. So let's do that. Essentially, this component overrides our audio track on the WebRTC. So just in case there's any issues, it's a good idea just put it behind a functional toggle. There we go. So we have our toggle right now. Let's turn that off. Test real quick. Turn that on. I'll go back into chat. We should have a microphone gain, and we do. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No stress at all. I'll include our settings changes here for that. I think that will do it. And we'll be able to start our OBS connection remotely, which is good. So for those that don't know, OBS has WebSocket control built right into it. So I was able to tap right into there. Because I'm kind of WebSocket master, I don't know if you know this. Alright, let's run our build pipeline. We're going to React layer, and then I think what I'll do is I'll shut the stream down. So I can go get ready. So this is building. I'm going to go throw that laptop in the charge, and we'll do one last final test, and then I'll get off the development here so I can pour myself a wee bit of scotch. I'm going to a bloody concert and I have to wear a black shirt because apparently that's what photographers do. Alright. Alright, quick reload to pick up our changes here. Just throwing this computer on a charge. And I have to pack up all my equipment here, including the microphone I'm currently speaking into. That's to come with me. I really need to find my bone conducting headphones. That way I can hear avatar chat readout when I'm out and about. Okay, so let's reload this. What? Double reload for good measure. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch audio. Use my phone right here. Basically, we're emulating this setup, being on the road. So I have a DJ mic right here. I'm gonna activate it. Hopefully, this is the right one. See if it connects to my phone, and we're gonna test this for out and about. Yep, okay, cool, that is picking up that mic. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to switch mic here to this camera setup. Let me connect. I'm going to emulate being out and about. Okay. So I'm going to connect here. I'm going to share my camera. Select the right microphone. Testing. Show.
Okay, so now we're testing out and about. It looks like it did work after a bit of clicking about. You know, a wee bit of background noise you typically wouldn't hear, because I have filters and stuff programmed into it. But we're going to a concert and it was filtering out the background frequencies, which was concerning. So I think this will work. Let's see. Let me bump up our gain here. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Pop it higher. Okay. Test. Okay, well, I think that works.
Kick back onto the nice voice cancellation mics. I just had to test that because we're about to go on about. Let's see. So I'm going to terminate my camera. I'm going to try this again, just to see if it picks us up first time. Testing. Testing. Okay, it does. Let's reload. So the avatars on screen here are driven completely by the live chat. I've programmed my own substream system right into YouTube. It lets us do all sorts of crazy stuff, including share my cameras, share my microphones. And yeah, it's a blast. Why is this not picking up? Something's going on here. All right, one more restart. Budak, welcome. Let me go ahead and unpause the YouTube live chat readout. Appreciate you testing. Actually 2 seconds, because I'm just about to do a test with my camera here, then I'll reactivate that for you. Let's see. All right. So it did fire off, but I do have the audio muted from Kynto because I'm about to test the camera. But if you try it again, appreciate you, Preston. Thank you, buddy. We'll be at a concert tonight, so I've been getting everything optimized for that. If you check this out, hopefully this all works. Yeah. So, which microphone is what? Alright, no, I think we're in good shape. As you can see, major improvements to the speed at the camera transmission. I can control the gain for the microphone and stuff all remotely from my phone. I can control the OBS instance remotely through Kynto. All from my phone. Absolutely brilliant. So, really excited to get this out in the world. It looks like I have to turn off the color key before I leave. But I'll be doing everything from starting the stream, the recording, and what else? Oh, firing up the YouTube chat, that integration, all from my phone, essentially in 2 button clicks. So hopefully it works out, and hopefully YouTube doesn't ban me for the test tonight. I appreciate you coming by, Preston. Church. Yeah, well, I think that's, I think we're in good shape now. Here comes the dog. Come here, boy. He's a bloody nutter. Get down. I just have this sort of troll sitting by me. Alright, I think we're almost set, guys. What else do I need to do? I think everything's up, everything's live, I think it's good. No server restarts, I'm just gonna essentially stop the stream, pick it up in about 2 hours. I'll be out and about in public. I've got a press pass to a concert, and I have Kynto on a gimbal, so my phone will be on a gimbal, so it shouldn't be too shaky. I'll have a camera strapped to my chest to record me like using the phone and like doing the streams. And yeah, even if this event goes terribly, like if something goes wrong with this, I'll still be able to make a little video out of it. And yeah, we just spent the last an hour and a half, 2 hours getting everything in good shape, because I've been putting so much time into refactoring the whole video transmission to get it smooth. I still haven't coded pinch to zoom. I really need to get that done. If I had more time today, I would have done it. What else do I want to try? Maybe the resolution controls. Let's try it. Let's jump to 4K. Oh, weird. Interesting. So it depends. If I set the resolution on 4K while it's in portrait mode, you get some weird results. It's really crazy. Okay. Good to know. I wouldn't have known that unless I tested that right now, but look at the speed. It's streaming 4K. Alright, I'm going to shut this down. I got to get my phone in the charger. I think one more test actually, because I'm nervous. Cheers, Budak. Let me go ahead and yeah, let me test this real quick and then I'll unmute the chat. But I'm in Florida, so I have about 2 acres of trees and plants that myself and others have helped me plant over the 10 years or so that I've had this house. And yeah, I'm just grateful to have all that, but in a weird way, it's because I started coding stuff like this when I was a kid that I was able to even like still pay my bills. Alright, I'm trying it again. And is it picking up audio? Is it picking up from the mic? Yes, it is. Perfect. Even though I'm in Florida, I still get my iron brew bottled in Glasgow, Scotland. Very important when you drink scotch. Alright. Yeah, there's another peek out the window. We have a pygmy date palm right at the window there, and then we have a fire bush right in front of it. It attracts a lot of butterflies. In front of that we have mulberries going all the way out to the road. And, all sorts of stuff out there. I could actually go out and walk around, but I think what I'm going to do is just shut down the stream motion detection from gate. Let's see who's there. So, friend's coming up to pick me up. He got me a press pass for this event we're going to. Alright. So I think that's it, guys. I think I'm going to halt this here. Budak, please make sure you subscribe if you can. If you want to see the test, you'll be able to see me out and about in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where I don't go often. Alright guys, I'm going to shut this down just so I don't run out of YouTube API tokens for tonight. And yeah, appreciate you sticking around while I got this all finalised. And cheers again, Preston, for stopping in. Thanks everyone. Oh, let's shut this down through Kynto actually. So let me switch my screen here. And I'll show you my block process. Like, I've programmed all the controls to do all this right into Kynto. So I could go ahead and share my camera again. You see how easy it is just for me to throw up. Oh, I forgot I'm on my phone, damn it. Alright, let's do it from my phone, I suppose, but I'm going to share camera here again just so you can see how dynamic this is. Select dual wide camera. And then you get a camera view instantly. And then if I want to shut down the stream, what I would do is I'd go to settings, into YouTube, into OBS. That's right, you can't see that camera while this is doing it. Let me turn this off. So what I do on my phone, oops. Go into settings and go into OBS and click connect. It says I'm connected, and then I can start and stop the recording right from here. But the first thing we're going to do is turn off the YouTube chat integration, and you'll see all the avatars disappear on screen. I can also update like the viewer count live watch. I can update the subscriber counter on screen. I can update the viewer count. I can update the likes count. And then I can turn off the YouTube chat integration, and you'll watch everyone disappear. Watch, right as I tap this button. Oops, wrong one. Boom, everyone's gone. So the YouTube chat integration's off. And then I'll go in back into my OBS setup. We're connected. And the first thing I'm going to do is stop the recording. And you see it's stopped now. And then I'm going to stop the stream, and then I'm going to disappear. So make sure you guys are subscribed to see this WebRTC test in real life in Fort Lauderdale in a couple hours. Alright, killing it. And like I said, everything's controlled.